Welcome. Today we are talking about perfection. Perfectionist, perfect. And what does that look like? What does it mean? Are you a perfectionist? I am. And I fucking hate it so much. So much that I wouldn't have even called it perfection a month ago. I would have called it my way or the highway, or just get shit done. My dad always had this motto, and it was, if you want something done right, do it yourself. So I thought everyone had to match what I done to the highest forms, the highest standards. And looking back now, so much fucking wasted, so many years, um, so much anger and frustration and shit that just didn't need to occur from when my family used to eat at the table. And while they're still eating, I'm done. So I'll start cleaning and packing away. And also, when they were younger, when they used to play with their toys, they were only allowed to play with one toy at a time because of the perfection state that I felt of things not being messy. When I used to make my bed, this was the worst. I felt I couldn't even sit on my bed. It had to be so flat, so straight, so in line. And it would even affect my relationship where I was like, don't touch my bed, don't sit on my bed, don't come in my room, don't be near my bed. And you know what? I couldn't escape it. I actually couldn't escape it because I didn't know it was such a thing. I didn't know that well, I actually didn't know nothing about it. I just thought it was my way of being, my way of thinking, and it was normal. It was normalized. Yeah, I didn't so called grow up in a life, well, a clean life. My mum is actually a very, very, what I say, a messy person, and well, a hoarder. And I'm actually quite the freaking opposite. Uh, I really don't like things clustered. I'm always regularly cleaning things out. And my dad, he is a very hard worker. He will mow his lawn 7 times. Oh shit, I just made some connections right there. And I think this is so powerful for the brain that when you do speak out, you make these connections about who you are and where it could or does stem from. So, oh, god damn it, Dad. But it was just rooted in, and it actually wasn't really per se rooted in by watching what he done. It's rooted in by trauma and by being scared and being nervous of the unknown and trying to protect myself. Not so much as an adult, yet I did not realize that up until I done one of my counseling sessions, and I'll talk more about that soon. But the perfectionist in me was to protect myself, and when I would clean, I would get in trouble because it wasn't clean enough. Or when I cleaned and someone else messed up the clean, I got the blame. So I was installed over time, just aim for perfect, aim for perfect, aim for perfect, knowing that it didn't exist, knowing that I would never find it, and knowing that it probably was not ever to be found. But did that stop me from searching? Hell no. I search hard, I search high, I search low, so everywhere that it slowly creeped into my brain and it installed in there and it stayed in there. And then when I became an adult myself, it was there. And it wasn't invited. I did not want it. But yet again, I didn't know it. I actually knew nothing about it. I didn't know where it came from, why it was there. It was just me. Don't touch my bed, clean up your mess, don't do this, do that. Why is it so messy? I always felt triggered by non-perfectionists, and this mainly occurred during mess, and that's where it mainly occurred as a child. Um, I could not ever get it right. There were consequences when it was not right, even when it was perfect. So, yeah, when I got older, I lingered that over my whole family. I made sure they understood it clearly, loudly, in any way, shape, or form. They had no choice. I didn't even give them a choice. It was boom, 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 boom. And yeah, over years, I have reined a bit down on it and I've gotten a bit better. Um, that is just a bit of control that I've tried to let go, but I didn't realize the links that they all have, like perfectionist, OCD, control. They are like the mimics of brothers and sisters that just linger on. So years ago, if you asked me, I would have said this was OCD in me. I just liked being clean, and yet I've also found out that OCD isn't actually anything to do with about being clean. It's about repeating the same behavior to protect yourself, and that's perfectionist. So I am slowly learning, and one thing that I have learned about perfectionists is knowing that I'm safe to not be perfect and I'm okay to not be perfect, because a lot of us that are perfectionists, and if you're listening to this and you're a perfectionist, you probably and more than likely are relating to what I'm saying. It's about being safe and protected and protecting yourself, especially when you become of age where you make your own decisions, you pay your own bills, and you live your own life. You understand that you are the one that keeps you safe. And back when you were a child, it was your parents that were meant to keep you safe. And if they didn't keep you safe, you strive to keep you safe. Back then, and then when you're older and you can do it, you don't actually understand and realize what safety is because it was robbed from you. And I think that's something so important to know, and but to also understand that I am safe now. And it's weird because, like, if I'm asked in general, I'd be like, oh hell yes, I'm safe. Oh hell yes, I've got a safe home, safe partner, safe kids, safe life, safe with food, safe with money. Like it seems safe, but really it's not. It's not, because this is not safe. And when the head is not safe and the brain is not safe and you think that way, trust me, you ain't safe, no matter how much safety is around you, and no matter how much you think safety is around you. You've really got to come to conclusions that you are safe to make mistakes. And I think that that's what perfection doesn't allow. It doesn't allow safety and mistakes. And yeah, it's so unfortunate. It is so daunting. It actually made me cry. And I don't really cry. I don't really believe in crying. I don't crying's just not for me. I don't know to the root of that, but that will be another talk in itself. But safety to cry. Like, and previous to being able to cry now, as in this year, 31 years old, I used to have to protect myself. Am I crying? I wouldn't let anyone see it. And it's not about being vulnerable or not about being able to cry. It was just about being safe. So um, uh, I was perfect, wasn't I? So how dare me show other sides of me? And perfectionist robs you. Let me just get that straight. It robs you so fucking broadly, in broad daylight. Let me just say that, in broad daylight. It robs you. And it just will sit on your shoulder. Hey, 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 hey. And you know what? You let it. You let it. And you will keep learning it until you understand within yourself and you work on that within yourself, because you really have to find out where it came from, the perfectionist. You have to really realize where it came from for you. And for me, it came from cleaning and childhood abuse. It came just simply those things, boom, mashed together, made me think that perfectionist was safety. You know what? Perfectionist is the total opposite of safety, and you will never find safety in perfectionists. Um, oh God, that was a big breather, and I'm safe now. I'm okay now. When I was told that I'm safe now, I'm safe to let the mess out for a couple of minutes, longer than normal, when I'm safe to not have the dishes done straight away or the floor broomed, that was hard to overcome. That was actually quite sad to overcome, and sad to realize, sad to realize how much shit back in the days just comes uninvitedly but invitingly. And yeah, it's just not okay. It is not okay to have that implemented into a child, and I'm working on this every day to not have my kids think or feel this way, because it's what I think and feel, without trying to let them be messy. Like, I'm gonna be honest right now, mess still triggers the fuck out of me. I can't stand it. I don't like it. Um, it makes me feel yuck. It makes me feel gross. It makes me feel actually everything that is not healthy and not good. So yeah, now knowing that that's the perfectionist in me, I've got to slowly, slowly, slowly overcome this. I've really got to be gentle with this subject. I've really got to be gentle with this thinking, because if I rush the process, I feel like I'm not being true to myself. And it's hard because you can just say like, just fuck it, leave it messy for one day, or let it be exposed and let it be what it is. But I explode on the inside, and I feel some type of way, and I don't like that association, because when I feel like that, I really feel like huddled into a hole, and like just very compromised. I would say almost like physical violence, but without someone actually touching me. That's what I could describe it as, is in just like, oh, stop, 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 stop. Clean, 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 clean. Boy, this is fucked up. But it's so fucking real, and it's so fucking sad, and I can't wait for the day that I overcome it. I can't wait for the day that it is no longer a real thing in me. And no, 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 I don't want a messy house. But I want to know that cleaning it slowly is something good for me. Cleaning it authentically is me. It's not cleaning it because I'm striving for perfection or striving for safety. And I think that that is so vital. And I just want to say it out loud that I am safe. I am safe to let these things happen. Um, that's just self recognition, but it doesn't mean this is recognizing it right now. And I will get there. I will hella get there, especially being alert of this behavioral trait that I carry. And, it's associated with the attitudes I have, the feelings I have, the behavior patterns that I keep flowing and flowing throughout raising my children. That is all stemmed from all of it. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day when I no longer think like this. So safety is so important, and that is something that you really have to come to terms with. Almost like I feel like it's like a grief. I feel like it's grief letting go of perfection, and it's actually quite traumatizing to realize that perfection was built by built by trauma, childhood trauma, built my perfectionist. And I want to scream out who's to blame, and I want to scream at them. I want to blame them, but I'm also coming into a factor of my life that I just don't like blame. I don't it's not I don't believe in blame, because I believe everyone should wear their own bullshit, especially when they've implied it on someone. But I'm just too far gone for that. I feel like I need to be responsible for me now, responsible for my life, my actions, my attitude, my everything. That's my responsibility. And as soon as I start blaming or looking for someone to blame, I take the whole purpose away for me, and to grow and to glow into who I want to be. I take that away, and I don't want it to be taken away. I just really want to guide through it and know that safety is okay and safety is beautiful. And when I really, really come to terms that safety is beautiful, I think that vision just gives me such peace. And peace is really what I'm after. So, fuck perfectionist, fuck perfect, fuck everything to do with the lines of being that. Just fuck it. Simply fuck it. Because you'll never get anywhere. You will be going around in circles. Nothing will ever be good enough. And I just really want to be good enough. Well, actually, I'll take that all the way freaking right back. I am good enough, sorry. I am good enough to be true and me. And oh god, that's so fucking beautiful to admit. That is so beautiful to admit. So, bye bye, perfectionist, and hello, authentic self, because you are more than welcome here in this space. You are more than welcome to share, to grow, to learn, and the safety of learning, but also the safety of unlearning is the most beautifulest experience that I have had in my life. And I hope I inspire everyone that ever listens to anything of mine, or ever tunes in by coincidentality. I hope you hear this and you absorb it and you take it on too. So that's my story about my perfectionist and where it links from and how it is and what it is and everything about it to me. There might be a part two to this because I'm still unpacking and unfolding this. But I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have listened in to this point, because everything that I've said throughout this whole podcast has absolutely been mind blowing. And thank you so much for tuning in. I enjoy speaking to you guys. Like I said, this is my thoughts, my opinions, my experiences, and thank you.